This is ABTV, Animal Bites Television. For animal lovers, by animal lovers.
So Corey, you're gonna love this place, man. It's full of awesome animals and just really cool stuff. Jay, what's going on, man? How are you?
What's up?
Not too much. I want you to meet my friend Corey. He's from Australia.
G'day, mate. How you doing?
So hey, listen, he wants a big snake adventure, and who better to come to than you? Can you help us out?
I think I got some good ideas what you can help me with. Come on, guys, let's do this.
My name is Brian Barczyk. I'm no zoologist, just a guy with a passion for animals. And that passion often takes me on animal adventures around the world. This week, I'll be in Southern California to visit prehistoric pets. You're watching Snake Bites. All right, so I'm here with Chrissy Mack and the newly dubbed beautiful reticulated python named Chrissy. So Chrissy, hang on a second.
She's a mess, obviously.
Hang on a second here. I'm almost going to be back in a second.
She's a lot to handle, so you know.
All right, just like you. So Chrissy, let's start off by saying, so you're a reptile lover, right?
I am.
In particular, a big snake lover.
I am a big snake lover.
What
And-
kind of
I have 4 reticulated pythons. One day there will be more.
Really?
I also have a little baby anaconda. Can't wait until she gets
Green or
little.
yellow?
Green.
Oh my gosh.
The yellows were a little bit too rowdy for me at the time.
Right, yeah. They stay smaller, but they're a little bit more feisty.
Yeah.
And what kind of retics do you have?
I have a normal, a platinum, a purple sunfire, and a granite back dwarf.
Holy cow, you are not messing around. So when did you start loving reptiles? Has it been a lifelong thing, or is it just recently?
I always wanted a snake, always, but I didn't get into it until about 2 years ago. And
what started? I mean, what was like, all right, 2 years ago, I'm gonna buy what was it? What was the trigger?
I saw an Eastern Indigo, and
they're
that was
beautiful.
it for me.
Oh my gosh.
That was it for me. So my boyfriend and I, at the time, we got an Eastern Indigo, and that's what started it all.
Really, and then next thing, so we saw you at the show this weekend.
Yes.
What'd you think of the show? I mean, was it the first reptile show, or have you been before?
No, it was actually my second reptile show. The first one, I went to Vegas a few months ago.
Oh, okay.
It was a lot smaller of a show.
Yeah,
but
it is.
Yeah, this one was a lot more enjoyable for me.
Yeah.
Because there is so much to look at, so many people to meet,
And what do you
so
think?
many snakes to meet.
And what do you think? I mean, this is what your snakes could potentially get like. I mean, do you want them this big, or are you excited about it? What's coming?
I'm excited for them to get larger, but it's going to be a lot for me to handle.
Oh my gosh.
just a little
It's going to be a little hard for me to handle, but I'll figure it out.
I really appreciate your time here. And
Thank you so much.
and
Thank you
it's-
for having me.
Yeah, and it's great to just know that there's people like you out here that love animals as much as we do, and the big snakes are definitely really, really cool.
Yes, but don't get the big snakes unless you're prepared for a big snake.
Absolutely. That's one of the things we're going to be talking about in this show, actually, is about responsibility for big animals.
That's wonderful.
So cool. All right, cool. All right.
Who's got who over there? Okay, guys, are you ready?
Ready as we'll
Well,
ever be.
There's a few simple rules when messing with big snakes. First of all, they're big enough to do damage. Good news is they don't really want to. If you make a mistake, they might make a mistake with you. So what we're gonna do, this is what we got a snake hook for. So this girl, I might tap the glass. See, she's actually looking like she wants food. So she could make a mistake. She's pretty smart, but we're not gonna count on her smart. We're gonna use our smart.
I like
So
the
we're
face
gonna-
eye cages.
So we're gonna carefully crack this open, and we're gonna just tap her in her head and make her realize there's no food. As soon as she goes the other way, then we're all clear.
Now we're in.
Yeah, so there we go.
And that's the proper way to use a snake hook right there. You know,
Yeah,
you're using it as a tool to help guide an animal. You're not grabbing it. You're not hitting it or
It's
anything.
not a
else.
snake crane.
Exactly. Oh, this
So
is
we're
a
gonna,
big snake.
we're gonna put the snake in that tub right there. Go ahead and. How many snake handlers does it take to clean a snake cage?
I think I got the worst end of the deal here, guys.
Come on, girl. So you can see she's pretty mellow, but she's still very powerful.
So when you're handling big snakes,
Come on, girl.
part of the deal with keeping big snakes is this, just the normal day-to-day maintenance.
Now, there's the fun part we got lined up for you.
Take a look at this, guys. That's what the job
What
is
did
all
you
about.
do? You cleaned the cage, but put it on the floor.
I also put it on my hand.
That's how we clean.
It's pretty sick. Hey Jay, listen, we've been cleaning snake crap for long enough.
Absolutely.
Corey's
Let
running
him
around
do
the
it, let him
world.
do it. No,
Listen,
no,
Corey's
no.
been running around the world playing with snakes in the
Yeah.
wild. It's time he cleans some
You
cages.
can put some work in.
All right, so what's the deal? We're going to clean this up. We're going to disinfect it, rub it down, make it all pretty, and replace the paper. And again, guys, the whole point of this show is kind of to show you that this is how you keep big snakes. You know, I mean, they may be beautiful animals, but they also take a lot of work. You know, so you got to make sure that you're ready to be responsible enough to keep a snake of this size, because you know it's not for everybody. They can make great animals if you're ready for it, but again, you're going to be knee deep in big poop, just like Corey is right now, and you're going to have to do this on a weekly basis.
Got nothing on crocodile shit, mate. Crocodile shit. Oh my God.
I'll leave the picking that up for you.
So Corey, tell me as you're cleaning this, what's the worst animal job you've ever done?
Probably the worst ones is, yeah, definitely crocodile scat when they're in a large enclosure that's got a roof over the top to keep the humidity in.
Oh.
And of course they're eating chicken necks and chicken heads like wheelbarrows full. And then the next day you got to go in there and it's just like 98% humidity, boom, in the face.
That's why
and
we
you
can't let
shovel
these
it out.
get wet. If they get wet, we got to clean them, because the wet and the poop combined do exactly what you're talking about. It just grows bacteria, the snake can get sick. It's not kosher.
Exactly.
Keeping big snakes isn't all fun, you know. You have to make sure to maintain them, which means you have to clean their cage as often as they need to, typically anywhere from once a week to once every 10 days. And these guys can certainly make quite a mess. You're going to have to take out all the bedding, make sure you disinfect the cage well, and get clean water in the cage. Thankfully, Corey's doing most of the work on this one. But I tell you what, guys, I've spent many years cleaning snake poop, and I tell you what, it's one of the coolest jobs in the world.
What do you reckon about that, Jay? Squeaky clean?
I think we're ready. I think you can put that snake away.
All right, we'll do.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm gonna go check out and find some more work.
All right, cool. The good thing about this is now I get to play with 20-foot snakes. Awesome stuff. All right, time to put this girl away. So you don't want to come out. Here we go, girl. Here we go, girl. Here we go, girl. Oh, that's a lump of a snake. Have a look at that beast. Just feeding it in there like a giant sausage. Woohoo! Job well done. Let's go and find something else to look at.
I am super excited today. We get a chance to pull a reticulated python clutch, but I need a little bit of muscle, so I kind of brought Kim into the fray here. It's been a while since you've been on the show, so you ready for this challenge?
Absolutely.
Okay,
so ready.
So we're gonna pull this clutch, we're gonna put it over here, help Jay pull. Oh, this is gonna be exciting. Let's see what we got. Oh, she's a heavy girl. All right, we wanna keep it over her head so that she doesn't see us until the last minute. And then we'll get her up here. All right. Oh, she's keying on me. She sees me. All right.
Tracking you all the way around.
Now she sees me. Now she sees me. Now what's the trick?
It's a swing and a miss, girl.
Now what's the trick?
Now the trick is real simple. We run.
We run.
So what we got to do is get her focus off of this. I was supposed to have a snake hook, but I said I don't need one. Guess what? I need a snake hook.
All right.
She's actually a pretty mellow girl. This is a dwarf.
Yeah, what is this?
It's a dwarf platinum.
So a dwarf platinum, what locality dwarf? Like a Jampea?
I believe it's a Jampea.
Now it's really interesting. You know, retics are kind of aseasonal breeders, right? You really have eggs almost all year round, right?
We breed them 365 days a year. The cool part about it is they're somewhat on command. You know what to do. You get the right temperatures.
Trigger them.
Yeah, there's certain triggers. There's about 5 triggers on them, and basically some snakes you have to line up all 5.
Right.
Which those are seasonal breeders, because one of those 5 is season. So.
Now these eggs are a little bit longer incubation than a normal most pythons, right?
Correct. But the funny part is that depending on the amount of dwarf, it actually shortens it.
Shortens it.
Correct.
Okay, great. How many eggs?
I'm going with 28. 26.
Kim?
23.
All right, so if he's 28 and he's the expert, because I know he knows more about retics than just about anyone, I'm going to go, is this?
It's lower than 28, but not by much.
Okay, I'm going to say 26 then. And if you go over, we're going Price is Right rules. If you go over, you're out.
Oh!
I'm at 26.
Well, be careful. She's seen moving targets, and of course, she's thinking that somehow we're going to steal these eggs. Don't tell her that she's right.
Now, it's really, she would probably, if you got them right after the eggs were laid, she'd be completely mellow, right? You kind of held off for us to come in and help out.
She's completely, they actually go in a little bit of a laying trance. She's not in it. And she's in full, ready to incubate her eggs, to defend them from all the animals of the world, including us.
All right,
So,
well, let's do this. So now it's the hard part, getting this protective mother off her eggs. Believe it or not, using something like a paper towel roll is a perfect way to do it, because if she does strike, she's not gonna hurt her teeth. As Jay was going to get the paper towel, he's gotta watch out. He got a little kiss from that mama snake.
So we're gonna just work her off of it.
Yep,
Here we go. Be careful of that egg.
Yep, I see that. Yep,
There, we
let
got
me
to
just
roll
go.
over
Yep,
there.
yep, I got
now
this
the eggs
egg.
have to stay going the same direction.
I got
And
this
this
side.
is important clutch. Okay.
All right, got that egg safe.
Okay.
Safe.
Get her off. There we go.
All right, there we go.
There's less eggs there than I thought. I'm gonna run her over here. Without hopefully getting hammered.
Okay, come on, girl.
She's actually turning back into the mellow snake she is.
Yeah,
So we're
once
just
she
gonna-
gets off
we're gonna
those
set her
eggs.
right there, and let's see what we got here.
And this is a perfect clutch. There's not one slug egg in it, which is pretty awesome.
That's
So.
because Tim knows what he's doing. He keeps track of the temperatures for us.
And what's really cool is you can actually kind of see in this egg, you can start to see the network of veins in here, which is pretty cool. It's you know, just that little window egg, which is completely normal. It's fine. It's just not quite as calcified.
Show them how they're stuck together, how pythons glue their eggs together.
Yeah, and basically, because like Jay said, it's very important for a clutch of eggs to get stuck together, because if you roll that, the embryo actually adheres to the top, and that's the air bubble. If you roll it, it's going to drown. So you can kind of see the entire clutch is just in one big clump. Look at this.
And we can pull it out that way too.
Yeah, you could just pull this clutch
And I
out
take
just
the
like
paper
this.
off, and
Yep.
we can transfer that right over and lay
Yeah,
it
right over
there.
here. And of course, Jay's gonna separate these eggs, which is kind of a little bit delicate too, you know, because you can tear that egg. It's a really soft egg, and you know, they're a little bit pliable, but at the same time, if you're too difficult with them, you're gonna rip that egg and of course kill the babies. And your prediction is something really awesome is coming out of this clutch.
It doesn't necessarily, I'm gambling, okay? But I'm gambling on a sure bet. The snake that we bred to this is what we call purple tail.
Okay.
That's a purple tail golden child. I have a little fantasy going. If that lines up and it happens to be head anery, and that's what's showing because aneries are a little bit visual,
Right.
then we're gonna hit snow platinum golden childs in the first shot. Now, even if we don't, because it's lacking the color in the back that's a purple tail, what we'll end up with is a het that's got reduced pattern in its tail, so it's gonna have all the genes to make a purple snake.
All purple breed.
Right, so I'm shooting, this is actually the breeding for my purple snake that
Barney retics?
Barney retics. Actually, I was thinking the purple people eater. So what do we got here? I think you better count because you made the rules.
I only have 10 toes and 10, okay,
I'll help.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32.
Oh, I missed by 4, which is rare. But the cool part is,
Kim,
you made the rules. And your rule said that if you were the highest closest, but you couldn't go over.
you're right, you win. I gotta admit, you win. No, this
Luckily,
is a
it
great
wasn't arm wrestling, or we both would have lost.
This was awesome. This was a great snake, and you can see over here, guys, that she's just completely chilling out after she comes off her eggs. The whole time she's been watching us, it's no big deal at all. That's the retic
But
that
she
Jay
might
knows.
hold a grudge for a few minutes. So I wouldn't go over there and pet her on the end of the nose.
Cool.
What are we doing, Brian?
Nice big snake here. Beautiful girl, too. Just want to make sure she's happy to see me. Oh, and
Buddy,
she sure
be
is.
careful.
Oh, what a beautiful snake. Oh. All right, I'm going to just shuffle her out to you real quick. Oh.
I'll get hold of the pointy end, huh?
Yep. Oh, whew. That's a big snake. Oh.
Wow, what a magnificent specimen.
She's a beauty too, huh?
Oh my gosh.
Gosh, that's a beautiful animal.
What do you think this thing weighs, man? It's like 200 pounds.
Oh, it's got to be at least 200, maybe even 250. That's a big snake. Just look at the size head on that thing.
This is awesome, isn't it? Getting to play with these dinosaurs.
I know, what a cool experience.
Obviously, it's not much fun, but we're going to have some fun after.
So what do you think, Corey?
Oh, mate.
It's been a long day of cleaning a lot of snake poop, but this has been pretty awesome, huh?
This is what we call living the dream.
Exactly. Well, I tell you what, you've done a pretty good job, and definitely been a crappy day in the sense of poop goes, but what do you think we hit Jay up and just look at some cool snakes, huh?
Yeah, once we get this one clean, we'll go and do some of the fun stuff.
Alright, let's get this thing cleaned up quick, man. Let's get out of here. I got this side. She is such a heavy girl. There you go, girl. There we go. Get back in your home. Whoa! Whoa!
That's awesome. Look at what a beast. What a dinosaur.
What a great snake. There you go, girl. Oh, all cleaned up now. Whew, she's got to be close. She's got to be 20 plus foot. That's a big snake right there.
Awesome. Good job, buddy.
All right, man. Woohoo!
Oh, nice work.
Dude, I tell you what, that was a lot of cleaning, and although it's cool, I'm exhausted. Let's go look at some cool snakes, man.
Sounds good, man. Those things are heavy.
Whoa. We got one more cage to clean up and save it for you. Come on over
I
here.
think one more. All right, let's go do it.
You got one more, the pie. You and her have a relationship.
The pot. No, Jay, I'm just too tired. Let's just go play with
Me
snakes.
too. Let's go play.
After a long day of cleaning snakes, it sure was nice to spend the rest of the evening just admiring these beautiful animals that Jay has at Prehistoric Pets. But for me, it's time to get back to Michigan and back to BHB Reptiles. So there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. What an amazing experience working with such incredible animals, and the giants at that. Remember that keeping these huge snakes can be an amazing experience, but you have to be responsible enough to keep them for their entire life. And as always, I was Facebooking and tweeting my way through it, so make sure to follow me over at SnakeBytesTV. Until next week, you've been watching Snake Bites.
Hi, I'm Peter Birch, an Aussie bloke who loves wildlife. My respect for nature started when I was a young boy in rural New South Wales. Since then, it's exploded into an obsession. New episodes only on AnimalBytesTV.